Before we talk about the AFCON results, I'd just like to quickly pay tribute to a young 5-year-old boy called Rayan, who was trapped down a well in Morocco for, 4 days and nearly 5 days, and unfortunately he passed away. And just to think that he was, down there, it would have been dark, there's been lack of food, he must have been so scared. So honestly, he's one of the bravest people ever, and way more brave than I could ever be. So I just wanted to pay tribute to Rayan, and thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel, and that's it. That's the end of AFCON 2021. Senegal are the winners of the tournament. You have to say they were many people's favourites. Way back, over a month ago when I did the predictions video, I said that it would be Senegal in the final, but against Algeria, not against Egypt. Senegal ultimately take the trophy on penalties. Finally, Senegal have won an Africa Cup of Nations after losing the final in 2002, in 2019 against us, of course. 2021 is their year. So I just first of all like to say a massive congratulations to the Senegal national team, to the players, the staff and the manager. You have to say they deserve it. Getting to 2 finals in the last 2 cups and to not win either of them would have been very harsh. And Senegal were the team playing the actual football. A lot of people were getting sick and tired of this Egypt defensive unit playing games for penalties. I mean, ultimately Egypt scored 4 goals in 7 games at AFCON. They scored 4 goals in the whole tournament, right? Abubakar scored 8, to put that into some sort of context. And of course, he ultimately won the Golden Boot. But obviously, if we want to talk about the game, very little goal-mouth action, apart from the very early decision to award Senegal a penalty. And it was very interesting because, of course, in the last final, Senegal went a goal behind very early, and this time they had the opportunity to go a goal ahead very early. But Gabaski, of course, starting the final, once again making a name for himself, saving Mane's penalty, and that just seemed to make Senegal's heads gone. And in the end, Senegal themselves were probably happy to take penalties. So ultimately, from that point onwards, it was a bit of a stalemate, and both teams kind of accepted penalties. Now, it's very risky from Egypt. Of course, they had their manager in the stands. You just know what you're going to get from this Carlos Queiroz side. It's not pretty to watch, but it'll do a job. And ultimately, he can regard Egypt's tournament as a success because he's reached a final with Egypt. And it was billed as the Mane-Salah game. Salah went missing. We didn't even get to see Salah take a penalty in the shootout. Of course, he wanted to take the 5th penalty. They didn't even get the chance to make a 5th penalty. Even in the shootout, Gabaski managed to save one. And Mendy won goalkeeper of the tournament. I think Gabaski probably should have won it, but what we'll do is I'm going to make my own team of the tournament in the next video, so hopefully you're going to check that out. But yeah, it went to penalties. Of course, Egypt had already won 2 shootouts, and to win 3 shootouts in one tournament had never happened before. So I kind of felt comfortable that Senegal were going to win. And of course, Sadio Mane ends up scoring the winning penalty, the 5th pen for Senegal, sticking it in the corner rather than going down the middle. And I'm really happy for Senegal. I'm happy for Cisse because he's been in charge for 7 years. He's lost a final as a player and as a manager against us. And ultimately, beating Senegal in the final isn't for everyone. Anyway, both teams can be happy because Senegal have got the cup they wanted. They finally are the African champions. And Egypt got to a final in a tournament where not many people expected much from them. And considering how Egypt's group stage went, no one would really expect them to get to a final. So ultimately, are Senegal's worthy winners? Again, in the group stage, even Senegal weren't that good. They scored 1 penalty in 3 group games and won their group. But they really turned it on in the knockout stages. And of course, they got Mendy back, Koulibaly back, Sarr back. So they grew stronger and stronger as the cup went on. So Senegal should be proud. And a lot of people would have expected them to win the trophy. And they've showed great character to come back from losing a final to then winning a final. So all I can say is congratulations to Senegal. You are the African champions. You can have a star on your badge at AFCON 2023. And of course, that is it. That is the end of AFCON. And what a tournament it's been. Obviously not a memorable one in terms of like Algeria's performance because we went out very early. But we've seen some great stories. When I do the team of the tournament video, we'll review some of those stories. But the final was a tight game. It's always a tight game. You remember Senegal-Algeria was a tight game, 1-0. Lots of scrappy chances. But Senegal, I'm just so happy for Cisse, for Mane, and either Mane or Salah had to lose. And now Salah has lost 2 finals with Egypt. You wouldn't find Abu Trika or El Hadri or those guys doing that. So there's a bit of a debate there in terms of his legacy with Egypt compared to club level. But you see what it means to Mane. Koulibaly lifts the trophy. I don't know why Koulibaly had to take the trophy up the stairs on his own, say hi to the president of Cameroon and then come back again. That was a bit weird, but it's CAF, so you never know. And we know there's some very dodgy dealings upstairs, literally going upstairs. But yes, so, and of course Cameroon came third in what was an enthralling 6-goal thriller. Burkina Faso 3-0 up. Cameroon bring it back to 3-3 and then score all their penalties. So Cameroon are the 3rd place team, Egypt come 2nd and Burkina Faso come 4th. But that's it for the tournament. All the AFCON games, over 50 games in total, have been done. And yes, it was, you know, not a great tournament for Algeria, but I hope you enjoyed the football. I hope you feel the right team won, and I hope you enjoyed watching these videos, because if you don't love African football, you wouldn't be here. That's why we're all here. We all love African football. I'm sure the majority of us have like an African background or whatever. We all follow our countries very passionately, and overall I think we could all be happy for Senegal and come together as one. So well done, Senegal. It's tears for Beledi Bottle, and that's it for AFCON 2021. So hopefully we'll be back soon with my team of the tournament, where I'm gonna pick my best 11 of all the teams and put an 11 together of who I think performed best. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Senegal being the AFCON winners down below. Obviously this is the 2nd AFCON I've covered on this channel. And Algeria won, of course, in 2019, and now Senegal have won in 2021. Inshallah, we're also going to start covering the road to Ivory Coast 23, but of course the World Cup qualifiers to come as well. So hope you're all good, guys. Have a great week, and yeah, Senegal win AFCON 2021. Goodbye.